Why is early detection so important? And why is breast cancer awareness crucial?
So I think what's the first step and important for everyone is to realize your body is your temple. You need to know your body, you need to understand, okay, and you need to be aware if something's not right. So we know that cancer is not ageist. I've seen young 23-year-olds this week with breast cancer. We see it across genders, men and women, and we see it across any age group and any race group. So what we want to do is empower people to have faith and not be scared. Check your bodies, right? So how do you check your bodies? When we come to screening, we need to screen for what I call as the big five. So women must know how to examine their breast. Flatter the hands, examine your breast, look for changes in your nipples, lift your arms up, see if there's nothing pulling in your nipple. When you feel for glands, you feel with your hand and your arm at the side, not with your arm up, because then you can feel nicely for lymph nodes. The next thing that we need to screen for is all girls must be aware of the risk of cervical cancer and must vaccinate for HPV. When it comes to boys, young boys, you need to check from a testicular point of view. Older men, they must do prostatic checks, okay, which is a blood test. Then in terms of if you fair of face, you need to check your skin for moles. And we're seeing a massive increase in colorectal cancer, stomach and colon in young people. So if you have symptoms such as change of bowel habit or moles on your skin that darken, and remember, if you are dark pigmented, you can also get melanoma, usually on the hands and and the soles of the feet. So we need to check. So that's the first step. Why do we want to check and pick things up early? Because the soonest you can pick things up early, the better chance you have of curing and ensuring that you can manage things properly. The problem is people are not ignorant, but they ignore things. So you know if you've got a headache, a lump in your breast or something, why do you ignore it? Because you're scared, fear. So I always say be anxious for nothing. So because of fear, we often don't come in. We think we build these pictures in our head. Well, what if someone's going to take my breast off? What if I'm going to need chemo? If you pick things up early, often there's more chance of avoiding really scary treatments. Yes, sometimes we pick up small cancers that have certain behavioral characteristics that means you may need chemo and you may need targeted treatments, but we know today that if you pick them up early, even with those, and you treat them properly, there's a good chance that people can survive many, many years from their cancers.